parallelogram. We want to find the perimeter and area. And here's where we have to get into how to label this. Whenever you see this little right angle, remember, this little square means it's a right angle. Whenever you see a right angle with a dotted line, this is always going to be your height. This right angle right there tells me it's a height. And the line that the right angle is coming into, so if you notice this dotted line intersects this bottom line right here, your height always intersects your base. And notice, here's H, here's B. Which means, what's the only thing left? Well, that's got to be A. And here's the way you can kind of remember A. This line kind of looks like it's on an angle. A will probably be on the angle. Not always, but it's going to be the one that's not the base. A is not the base. And remember, the base and the height always are found wherever this right angle is. Right angle, the dotted line will be your height, and the line it intersects will be your base. Now that I've identified A, B, and H, now I can just use my formulas. Perimeter is 2 times the quantity of A plus B, so I just plug in for A and B. Well, A is 10 feet, so I'm going to plug in 10. B is 11 feet, so I'm going to plug in 11. And now I just evaluate this expression. 2 times 10 plus 11 is 21. So I get perimeter equals 2 times 21, which is 42. Don't forget your label at the end. We're working with feet. So I get 42 feet. Now we find the area. Area is just base times height. I've identified my base, I've identified my height, so I just plug in those numbers. Base is 11 times my height, which is 9. Area equals 99. Don't forget your label. We're working with feet, and we found the area, so it is feet squared. Finding the perimeter and the area of a parallelogram. Not too hard once we identify A, B, and H. And one more time, just to make sure you don't forget it, height always is this dotted line with the right angle, and the base is where that dotted line meets. Looking at a triangle now, and look, I've got a right angle, which means I must have a height, and I must have a base. Here the height isn't dotted, but it's the same idea. And actually with a triangle, you can mix these up. So if I would say this one was the base, and this one was the height, it doesn't matter. But because neither line's dotted, you just look for the right angle. That'll tell you where the base and the height are. Usually what I like to do, the one going up and down will be the height, the one going horizontal will be your base. But it doesn't matter, it's your choice. So now this one's just going to be our third side. And remember, for perimeter of a triangle, we didn't have a good formula. We just have to add up all 3 sides. So we have to do 5 plus 12 plus 13. I just added up 3 sides. When I add all those together, I get 30. And don't forget your label, we're working with millimeters. Perimeter is just adding up all 3 sides. It was A plus B plus C, the 3 sides being added together. So if you want to see it like the formula would show it, it would be A, B, and C. But I don't like labeling a triangle like that because you have to know what the base and the height are. So I don't like doing it that way. Then we just find the area. Area is 1/2 times the base times the height. So I'm going to plug in 1/2 times my base, which is 12, times my height, which is 5. And now I'm just going to do this. 1/2 times 12 times 5 would give me 30. And don't forget your label, millimeters, but since it's area, we're going to square it. Now notice the perimeter and the area were both 30. We had 30 millimeters for the perimeter, 30 millimeters squared for the area. That's just a coincidence. They will not always be the same for a triangle.